At least there's some water. Perhaps I can go for a bit of a swim while I'm waiting for Nishi. Please, darling, be safe. Be safe until you return to me. I know we're back, but I don't think I can handle it if I don't explore this with you. At least this seems like a nice place to sort of hide away. At least while waiting. And with it being night, shouldn't garner too much attention. Perhaps I can hide in the water for a bit. Shit. Might as well give a good scare to the woman. It's not like anyone's going to believe one single person. Hey, Pookie. Letting you know,
Yeah.
I'm literally going to fucking throw this thing overboard. I'm tipping it over.
Alright, you're throwing me in the water.
Yep, I'm throwing you in the water. Eh.
Okay, let me just...
Yep. And then you're going to hear, like, just chomps as feel something circling around you. Obviously, I don't realize it's you, so... Yet.
Yep.
Because, God, it's fucking blurry in the water.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, wait, here's one. Okay, yeah. So you'll just feel something
Yep.
circle around. Hold on, just...
I'm gonna fucking flip the thing back over.
Oh! Yep, go swim over real quick, dude. Why am I up in the air? Hold the phone. Hello?
No, your feet are in the ground. You're just
Oh.
slanted.
Just gonna... Well, I'm gonna fix myself again, because you know what's fucking new.
You really need to fix your fucking base stations.
I know! It's been so bad tonight.
Anyway.
Anyways.
As we were.
See, I'm just gonna go towards you. I'm not gonna swim.
Oh.
Hug?
Ah.
Holy shit, I am so sorry. I thought you were some random person, and I was trying to get you away from here with a good scare.
Your tongue.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna actually pull it. It's like, stop it.
Yeah. It's gonna grab you by your tail and pull you up. Alright. Well, glad to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Nishi will be thrilled once he gets back. He snuck into the city. For now. Hold on. Where? Talked about getting disguises. We were scaring too many people, it seems. But, you know, that was to be expected, so...
It's because you guys are in a place that is, hidden by the veil.
The veil. I believe Shoma mentioned something about that. Gave a very brief explanation, though we didn't really have much time.
Believe me, I was very unpleased when they showed up without you two. And then when I asked them about it, the entire fiasco, I understand he wasn't in his right mind, but still, I asked him to go get you two, and yeah, he brought you over, but I was expecting him to bring them over to me instead of just leaving you two in the middle of nowhere. By the time I get over there, you guys are gone.
Yeah.
Since you have no phones, I couldn't really find you.
We weren't really sure what to do. I mean, we sort of... I'm sure you heard it from Shoma. It was not a good first impression to him or his girlfriend. Something happened with, I'm assuming, her daughter? Or something?
What the fuck did you think was going to happen? I was hoping to slowly introduce you into people, especially since magic's a thing here and souls are quite accessible in Dear Eldritch, so there's a good chance that you guys have abilities. I could definitely tell that from last time, but I mean, you're not aware of magic and exactly how reality can be bent by the normal person. What do you think someone who's not exactly a normal person can do? Oh, it's probably the first time you've ever been around mana.
Technically, yes, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot to take in, the idea of magic, existing. And we got to see a soul for the first time. It was her daughters, the one involved with the fiasco, that you freaked out about.
Yes. Why are they bringing around an untethered spirit around you two? Dumb woman.
I'm going. It seemed like he was the one that called her. I don't know exactly what happened. I heard only bits and pieces. It sounded like she was freaking out because it seemed like we'd been gone for a bit.
For someone that seems to be a plaything for Eldritch, I don't think he fully understands them. I mean, I certainly don't, but I do at least understand the pattern. I'd have to talk more about that later. With you two, going to places like this is not exactly the greatest without glamour. Glamour,
yeah.
Basically sort of like an illusion.
Okay.
Think of it like that, except a bit more solid. My glamour, I mean, I don't have to change much, but redder hair, green eyes instead of white, and actually a pigment in my skin. Makes you look more human. Very useful, especially for those who aren't human. Say if they're elves, ears become more human-like, what be it. It's basically what most people do when they have to go somewhere that, well, say like the city. The city is much like actually where you guys sort of came from. Modern day, mostly humans, no magic or anything.
I see.
That kind of stuff. Never mind, you two have a very unsettling presence. You know how when you were younger and you turned off the lights and the house was quiet, it's just you home alone in the dark, and your brain tells you there's danger, that something's wrong here, and so you run to your room. That's the sort of feeling that two Anishi give.
I see. So we're basically the boogeyman in the night. Ooh.
You're unknown, and people fear that.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I mean, I personally welcome it, but you know, I'm not exactly a normal one.
Well, I for one appreciate the fact that you're not a normal one.
Untethered, unbothered.
At least it's someone that we can talk to. And someone who won't freak out because we end up doing something that we've never experienced before. Such as, I believe her name was Arena? believe that's what she introduced herself as, gave a weird...
Demon, succubus.
Wow, so heaven and hell are real, good to know.
There's a lot more than heaven and hell, I can assure you that. I'm a lampad. Well, I told you before I'm a nymph, but I'm a lampad. I'm from the underworld. That's why... I can't be in the sun for too much. Burns me.
So that was why you didn't have blood.
Technically, I'm a spirit. Technically. Like I said, I'm a nymph.
Like from the stories. Like, you know, myths, legends, that sort of thing.
Roman mythology. Underworld.
I'm sure...
The lighters of the underworld. Guides for trivia and, well, an entire death parade or whatever you want to call it. Guide of souls, if you want to call it that as well.
It's interesting how you found yourself up here then, though. But I imagine that's a whole story.
It is.
I won't cry.
Now that you're out of Pandemonium, perhaps I actually have the time to tell you. And, you know, not in fear of being corrupted.
Fair enough. You do have the time now. Still, it is nice to actually experience these sort of things again. Like, how long has it been since I've seen a normal moon? As well as its gentle moonlight. I feel a bit of rain, and it's not acid or fruit punch or some weird shit. It's nice.
I mean, I should probably tell you. This world is not like the one that you come from. Pretty sure I explained it before, but let's give you a quick overview. This is called the Fractured Realm. It is a bunch of worlds at some point. Realms, universes, whatever you want to call them. They collided with each other. And a lot of it was lost, but the pieces of them meshed together to create this realm. Think of it like a broken mirror. And there's a bunch of different pieces put together to make a new one, but they're from different pieces of glass, different mirrors itself, held together by, well, glue. That glue is called the veil. Now those people inside those little shards of glass only ever see that shard. They never see the edge. It's a continuous loop, like a globe, a circle. But those who can see through the veil, much like you and I, we can see the glue. And we can pass through it, hop over it, into a different shard. That means there's a bunch of different worlds. There's places like this where it's quite, well, mundane. That's probably the best word to call it. Normal human everyday life. No magic, no fantasy. There's worlds like this, except there is fantasy. Other races, but no magic. Or worlds with just humans, mundane, but there's magic as well. There's completely fantasy-ish worlds. Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age. Empires. Kingdoms. Or we have more cyberish worlds. Sci-fi, cyberpunk, steampunk, chempunk, oilpunk, so on and so forth. It's mixing pots of different worlds in different cultures. But us, we're the unique ones that get to experience it all. Now it's a rather limited number. I would say the number of people that can see through the veil, probably a couple thousand at most. And keep in mind, that's multiple worlds with billions of people on them, and only 1,000. But for those who can see through the veil, we have a tendency to find each other. The people that you see, you'll see over and over again. There's places that are specifically made for us. Places like Katesh, Chilltop. The floating city. Titania. It's a place like the Nord Highlands. Technically in a Vale, but also at the same time, people frequent it a lot. There's multiple different worlds. Silent Creek Sanctuary, which is actually where you ended up. Like I said, multiple worlds. Sort of places like Parm, Ilsante. There's a lot. But we always tend to find each other.
I guess it's how
There's
fun you
more
have.
than just... Correct. Like I said, you'll always find someone. This place, it's hard to be alone, actually. You have to go out of your way to do so. But there's a lot more than just jungles or forests. There's fantastical places. Ever see a fucking fairy forest? That shit's wild. A place filled with bioluminescence, like a Chilltop. A place that's filled with ruins, built upon a dormant volcano. And because of that, the plant life that grows there, the ecosystem, it's unlike any other. Filled with bioluminescent flowers, bigger than you.
That is saying something. I've grown pretty big.
I'll have to show you. But that's what I mean. This place is different than where you come from. But it can be rather beautiful. Please, I've come to enjoy it in my time being on the material plane. That reminds me, we're just on the material plane. There's other realms, much like Pandemonium. There is the celestial realm up above. Heaven, if you want to call it that. And then there is the infernal realms, hell, which is multiple different ones. I come from the underworld, but there's others. There's also the Feywilds, Underdark, Shadowfell. The Aether. The realms of water, fire, wind, earth. The Beastlands. And so many others. And also the Void, but yeah.
That one doesn't sound very pleasant.
It isn't, and if I were you, I'd avoid anything that has to do with it. Same thing with the constellations and the astral sea. They won't be the kindest to you.
Understood. No constellations, no void. I'll have to tell Nishi this too once he's back. Though, the rest sound like they'd be pretty fun to explore. I mean, some of it sounds straight out of fairy tales and stories, and I think Nishi would have a field day actually researching all of it. It'll be nice to see him sort of absorb himself in something that isn't that fucking hell space.
You do realize at some point you'll have to go back, right?
I was hoping not. But I do have this feeling. It's faint for now, but I can tell there's some sort of tug.
The place calls to you. It's hard to get to say it, but at this point it's pretty much home. It's probably where you'll feel most comforted. I mean, yeah, conscious-minded everything says otherwise, but instinctually, it's where you come from now. But the whole reason why I want to have you guys at least come here and ask for Shoma is because now you're able to always come back. Before, you didn't know where to go. You couldn't simply clip your way out of it and back to your world. Your world wasn't there. But now you know where to go.
So I'll be able to clip here after we go back.
Clip or make portals. You're Eldritch. Reality bends to your whims. Maybe different for you and Nishi. You're both involved with different domains, quite obviously. I mean, let's think about it. There's quite a number of Eldritch who are actually here on the material plane because of some fuck-ups.
Oh.
The Forest Goddess? Well, her whole thing is plants. Forests. Exactly what it sounds like. Fey Goddess, if you would. With that being the case, anything that has to really do with plants, it's her domain. I've seen... Well, I'd like to say seen, but I've definitely heard stories turning people and creatures into plants, feeding them to plants, and what be it. There's that one. And we have the Dream Daemon. Having to do with dreams, exactly what it sounds like. Manipulation of the dreamscape. There's the Spinner in the Darkness, one who casts a web of dark, pulling people into it. Having to do with the, realm of Underdark, that's their entire domain. And so on and so forth. We just need to figure out what it is for you and him. And that's where you'll be able to twist reality to what you need it to be. Personally, I feel like yours has to do with either beasts or food. Maybe sharks or aquatic or something.
The food thing would be unsurprising. You know I always had a
It also
love
have to
for
do with
baking.
famine.
That would also make sense. Sorry about your shoulder before, by the way. And your hand.
It's all better now. It's not the worst that I've actually gone through, believe it or not. This world's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Duly noted. But I'm glad you're okay.
I'm gonna have to teach you how to fight. Without you going on a rampage and trying to eat everyone. Same thing for Nishi. Both of you need to know how to fight. Because people will try to fight you and kill you. If not normal people, a good chance it might be other Eldritch. Or those who wish to lock you away in the void.
I see. Probably would be a good idea then. After all, we just finally got back. I'm not going to fucking lose this. Not again.
I know. I know how important this is to you both. I'm aware.
It would be good for us to learn as well what we can do. So that way we don't have another fiasco like we just did with Arena.
Don't worry, I'm an excellent testing dummy.
Well, keep that in mind as long as it doesn't get you killed.
Don't worry, I have luck on my side. I'll just probably eat shit a couple of times after, but I think that's worth it.
I do remember you eating shit quite a bit back in Pandemonium.
It's because I manipulate probability.
So that's how it works.
Magic? They're gonna make a ball of fire.
Incredible! If only it didn't look... I don't like fire now, but that's still really fucking cool.
How are you gonna bake then?
Well, I'm okay with it for stuff like baking and whatnot. Like, if I can, I guess, control it and that sort of thing. Because I don't know if I'll be able to actually manipulate it. It doesn't feel familiar.
Alright. Magic. You are quite clearly magical. But just because you don't know it doesn't mean you don't have it. As an eldritch being, and especially with what you are, it's undoubtedly you have quite a bit of power to you. You just need to know how to use it. Here. Give me your hands. Alright. I'm gonna push a little bit of mana into you. See if you can feel it. And she's gonna push it. No hesitation. It's Fable.
God, fair enough. Is there anything I should know when it comes to, Eldritch and doing this shit? is it like...
You're not pushing back yet, so... yeah, she's just
Fair
gonna
enough.
push in energy. You can definitely fucking feel it. It's...
No,
It's not like... It's like, oh. It's... Probably the best way to describe it. It's different for... Okay, so... It's a concept. I guess it depends how you see it. That's the most important thing, because it always depends on how you perceive it, because it bends to how you perceive it. Because that's how Eldritch works. It's your own reality. It's your own sense of reality. So I guess, how do you want to perceive this?
well, I guess he would literally just see it like a stream of water. Always flowing, never stopping. Probably there's going to be some, waves crashing here or there, which would, affect intensity, depending, because ocean. But it's just constant movement, constant streaming of water. But magic.
Okay, then that's what you feel. And within you, I guess, is a whirlpool. Constantly dragging stuff in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Endless torrent, but yeah, so they pull shit in. Kind of let go of that before you drag in more.
Sorry,
It's alright. Good to know. But you feel that, right?
did.
So that's basically mana. For most people, it wouldn't be like that, but then again, rather unique situation for the both of you. I suppose the best way to put it is... channel the whirlpool. Be like Poseidon.
Oh god, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. So like Poseidon, eh?
Suppose hard, sirs.
I'm so glad you got that.
You don't know how hard. You don't understand how hard that fucking musical hits, especially because I'm a part of that shit. Fuck you. Guess you're there for the Underworld Saga, bitch. You're not the one that had to watch Odysseus walking back and forth, basically having a tantrum. Fuck you. Odysseus, my man.
Never have I ever been more glad that you introduced us to that musical.
Getting back on track before I get more. Anyway, pull out the water. Specifically around the edges. Don't try to pull from the center yet. I don't want to know what that does. But pull from that and, I guess, push it out. Do what feels natural, I guess.
Alright.
Usually would probably be like basic manage, but for you guys it might actually do stuff.
Okay. Alright. And because you told specifically to focus on the edges of the wall, rather than the whole current. So that's pretty much what he's going to do. He's going to just focus on the edges. He's going to try to manipulate the current of just that. So that way the currents as a whole, it's more of a gradual shift.
Yeah.
Rather than a forceful one. Like, think of, when sometimes kids, if you're in, a pool, and they'll just start running, on the edge of the pool, and then the water starts fucking spinning and shit. It's like that. It's gonna be something kind of like that way he's doing.
Alright.
Yeah.
If you push out the energy, what happens?
That's a good fucking
What
question.
does this do? This is up for you. Does your energy
let's see.
naturally do something to those around you? That's a great question. Because you're not doing this with any intention, which means it's just going to do what it naturally does.
Okay. Honestly,
How will this affect me?
the most obvious thing is probably going to be you're going to be real, more hungry. That's going to
Yeah.
be the given. Definitely more hungry. But it's not just hunger. It's hunger. It's thirst. Sorry. acid reflex kind of kicked in for a moment. It's going to be hunger, it's going to be thirst, it's going to be wanting, longing, desire, that sort of thing. That'll sort of just kind of course through.
How strong?
Since he's only doing the edges of the current, he's not doing the entire stream, it is not going to be super intense.
Yeah.
For now. Thank God. Let's thank
Fable's stupid, though.
Basically, I don't think it'd be to extreme levels where it's like, say, in terms of hunger, you won't go cannibalistic. It's not that extreme. Yeah. But you are definitely hungry. Man, a Snickers bar sounds really fucking good right now.
Great thing I have a Snickers. So here's the problem. She's stupid. She's not gonna know that's from the energy.
Understood.
Does it do anything else?
Let's see, anything else? I will say, along with like the urges of hunger and want and shit, you'll definitely act a little more like just acting on instincts.
So Fable anyway.
Fair enough, yeah, because like the beast side of thing. Like I don't want to say more beastly, but it's just more like primal instincts will kick in, like But it's Fable, so.
It's Fable.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our other tame. Good to know. I guess there'll be more shit when, you pull from deeper, but Fable's gonna push it till something happens. It's Fable. This is how she learns. But anyway, back to what we're doing. Alright, So, I guess in your eyes, you push out and it looks like a stream of just energy comes from you. Right to open, just be opening a Snicker bar. Oh.
Do you have another one?
Of course I have another one.
It definitely doesn't taste...
Lucky I picked the shit up out of the water. Oh.
That's good. It doesn't taste the same as, well, what they used to before, but... It's something.
We'll have to figure out what you like now. Maybe more like meats and shit?
Maybe.
You have the sharp teeth. Oh.
I'm more worried if I'll even like my cakes anymore, or any of my pastries, my desserts. Baking used to be my passion, but I don't know if I have the taste buds for it anymore.
Well, who says you have to make them like super sugary? There's plenty of things you can bake without it having to be like cakes and stuff.
That's true.
I've seen plenty of pastries, believe me. Keep in mind, you also have access to like magical ingredients now. Oh.
That is true. That's actually going to be a lot of fun to fuck with. I look forward to that.
Exactly. Alright, what else can we do? Alright, so I saw that you push out mana. So usually we'd also try to figure out how exactly your shit works. But like, what sort of magics you'd be good at. But I don't exactly have one of those crystals on me. Although, luckily, I do have some spare phones back in my camper over there I could probably give to you. That's why I couldn't find you in the fucking first place, because they left you two without phones.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I know they were upset about the situation. They definitely... Raina was breaking down crying, and I was trying to comfort, but I think it pissed her off more, so I don't think I did a good job. And then Shoma sort of also was very pissed, assuming because we upset his girlfriend. And then they just fucked off after all that went down, and we fixed it.
I'm grateful they got you out. Fucking hell.
To be fair, Shoma was not all in his right mind at the end. Nishi had to dig deep into his mind to find a solution to the problem. So he wasn't completely aware from what I have understood.
Hmm.
And Irena, I'm assuming, was probably too pissed at us to interact with us.
Probably.
Probably.
Something to talk more about later with him. Probably better to do a reintroduction at some point when people calm down. But let's see what else he could do. Because it sounds like he has other abilities. Alright, so he pulled from the edge of it. What if he pulled more from the center?
Okay. I could give that a shot. See what happens.
It's hard. Because it seems like... I don't know how it is for you all, but... I can at least instinctually do some of the things I'm good at. Like, I instinctually know how to do, like, stuff with spirits and the undead. And I instinctually know I can't fucking do shit with any form of canines or what be it. So perhaps it's something similar with you, where you just gotta dig deep to figure out what you can do. But when it comes to magic and shit, that's another ball game. And that's something we could check later once I talk with Luca.
So what I'm hearing is I just need to dig deep down.
There is a Luca here. Luke.
What? Well, I suppose the idea of alternate versions... That is so weird that there's no glitter. And no colors.
Here's her when she was younger, when she had pink hair. More similar, right?
A little bit. Still missing all that glitter. But the pink hair is there, though. And plus,
like
you know...
the descriptions you gave,
she's
it's
a
more
girl.
like Lulu, but it's another thing.
Like, don't get me wrong, I know that there is the whole idea of alternate universes and alternate versions of people. That much I'm aware of. We had to bump into all kinds of different versions of people. Exactly. We literally... you know how it was back in the back rooms. We literally dealt with that sort of thing on a regular.
Oh, no, I've seen plenty.
I imagine I'm going to see more. And I imagine there's probably alternate versions of me out there as well. Same with Nishi.
I can start listing them. We have Autumn, we have Fade. I've actually met Fade.
Oh!
Faden.
Of course! Oh, okay. Alright. Well, couldn't even have his own name, at least.
Yeah! Shows picture. Not thinking.
Yeah, just like, oh shit!
He doesn't look that different, does he?
Gonna grab the phone.
But his face actually looks rather familiar to you.
No, it's familiar. That's not the problem.
And they have a kid!
They have a kid?
You see the little one in the photo, the one with the white hair? Her name's Fionn. Adopted kid. Ooh, there's also Faven. So technically there's 3, I think.
Interesting. But... Fable, you know I'm not supposed to look at pictures of alternate versions of myself, right? That's how this thing works. It's one of the things me and Nishi picked up on pretty quickly. No, that's
Wait, are you about to die?
That's the problem. I'm fine. Nothing's happening. When I look at the picture, I can see them. I remember. I'm not dying or ceasing to exist or blanking mentally. I can see it fine. But what does that mean?
Probably means your own thing now.
So am I not a Faden anymore?
Who are you? Just like Nishi's Nishi?
Right. We are definitely still us. That's true. It's just... we're not them anymore. As in, I don't think...
We're not constrained.
It's just weird. to think about. I don't... It's weird.
You're gonna like this one, actually. That reminds me.
Hmm?
Konami.
No, tail immediately gonna just...
Yeah.
Thump, 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 thump. Actually, where's
Her
my
and
blush?
Autumn.
There's my blush.
Her and Autumn fucking baking together.
This is so precious. And even... It's good to know even in other lives, we're still together.
Together? I mean, they're like best friends, if that's what you mean.
I understand that we're
They're
not...
not partners, though.
Right. I understand that, well, we may not be romantically together in every version, that alternate universes are weird like that. But...
You two are just gay.
Listen, we're the best gays.
You are the best gays. You're
Thank
my
you.
favorite gays.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's just nice to know, even if we're not gay for one another, we're still together in some way. Plus, did you see them? They looked like babies. It's honestly adorable.
Technically, I think... For my sources, I'm pretty sure Konami, and that's what she goes by. Instead of it Nishiana Konami, it's Konami Nishi. Yeah, you get it. From my sources, I'm pretty sure she's like 4 or 5 years old here.
So she's even more of a baby.
She's a test tube baby. She's just going to start feeding chips to the stomach.
Yep, the stomach's just gonna eat. I will say for now,
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot less acidic, so it's like, it's pretty much, you'll be okay, Pookie.
Yeah, she's just tossing some in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nom nom nom. It will give you occasional puppy kisses.
Cute.
It's... To be fair, it gets like that with people I honestly like. So, you know, if that wasn't obvious.
It is you. It's not like it's a separate entity. It just runs more on your instincts than, well, the other one.
I still remember when I first freaked out about it. You know, I almost ate Nishi when this first appeared, right?
I'm aware! They ranted about it. Yes.
Wait, they ranted about it? Wait, okay, hold on. What did they say? I need to know.
You ate their fucking salad.
Was that really? I honestly thought they would have ranted about me almost killing them part and scaring the shit out of them and telling them to run.
Oh no, you
Even though
scared the shit out of them, but they were more upset about the salad and, well, losing their sight really scared them. Being blinded is not a fun thing. It's terrifying. But talk them through it. It's only getting better. Pretty sure I don't know how long ago it was for you all, but they no longer have a fear of the dark, so that's a good thing.
I definitely appreciate you talking to them, though. Like, don't get me wrong. You know I'll always be there for Nishi, but I understand it's nice to have someone else to talk to.
Believe me, I understand that more than anyone. She does not have her wedding band.
Oh my gosh, did she have it the last time I saw her, besides, you know, when I attacked her?
I don't think she did not have it. I don't think you noticed, though.
So I'll definitely notice now, because we're actually calm and just chilling. Just...
Yep.
Wait. What happened to your wedding band? I'm going to assume something happened.
First off, your leg. Second off...
Fuck! Why did you turn on? You piece of shit! Turn the fuck back on! Turn on. Turn on. Can you work? Can you work? That'd be great. Thanks. Anyway.
Everywhere. Well, like I said to you already, I am untethered. Woke up one day and Pisces, it's gone. And trying to talk to my god. She wasn't there either. And went to the underworld and it wasn't there. From my understanding, they've been erased, and it's just me.
Shit. I'm sorry that happened.
Have no idea how I'm still here, since I'm supposed to be part of the Roman pantheon, but every other lampad is gone. Our god is gone. Everyone's gone. For all intents and purposes, I shouldn't exist. So I guess we're sort of in the same boat here, aren't we?
I guess so. Then at least we got each other.
Now you know why I keep visiting.
Well, I always thought it was because of, our charming personalities.
Oh, absolutely. So charming. Sorry, let me just roll my shoulder here real quick.
Oh, fucking hell. Wow, thanks. Fucking hell.
You're welcome. More chips. Just empty the last of the bag in there.
Yep.
And then put the bag in there.
Yeah, if you didn't, he was just gonna reach for it anyway, like with the tongue.
Best garbage disposal I know.
Honestly, yeah, just don't puke into it like you puked in my mouth. That was really gross. I know you were
tripping balls.
I know you were tripping balls. I understand that.
Actually,
that
makes me rather curious on what the other toxins do.
Well, I mean, there's been the typical effects such as, no, stop, I see your hand.
Would be really funny.
Another day. After all, don't you want to say hi to Nishi?
I do. Actually, that reminds me, never went back to the fucking mana thing. What the fuck can you do?
Oh, right. Huh. Hold on. Let me, I suppose I could dig deep down and find out.
Deep down.
Deep down.
Sorry.
The vocal stems are real. This one. All right.
Here, brother. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Okay. So, does she grab his hands? I need to make sure. Joy. Okay.
I'm stupid. So yes.
Lovely. Alright, he'd be too focused to fucking do anything right now. He doesn't know any better. So the more you dig deep, fucking English is hard.
Go for it,
I'll kill myself.
Get back here.
English is weird. Anyway.
Listen, Puke, you have a beautiful backdrop. Let's keep going.
Okay. So, the further you go down, obviously, I'm going to state the obvious first. The hunger, the need, the wants, thirst, all that it is going to intensify a shit ton to the point that literally anything will say, like, will just sound like the most appetizing shit in the world. Like, you can literally eat anything, and I mean anything. It doesn't matter what or who it is. So that will intensify. Those primal instincts and urges will basically, like, just intensify to the point where, yes, you will most likely act very beast-like. Full beast mode, pretty much. Not only that, there are other things that were not noticed before. For example, there is, obviously the flow of water is a lot more intense, you could definitely feel that, but among the, like, within the water, there is also going to be burns. Acidic burns, as well as, like, just a myriad of, like, all kinds of poisonous, venomous effects and shit like that sort of vibe, you know what I mean? Though, there is so much, and they're so unique, like, they're not from this world, that I would say for Fable, it would probably be a bit difficult to pinpoint all of the exact effects. Some of them are familiar, but there are others that are not. Let's see, anything else I want to add to that?
So does your energy have any reality-changing effects? You are Eldritch, after all.
Yeah, absolutely. That would definitely. I wasn't sure if that could be a thing in there. But no, that would absolutely be.
Yeah, of course. It's
okay.
This is basically your shit. So obviously you have this stuff, but you also have reality-changing effects. Like, say for Lithalia, people will literally start turning to plants.
Yeah, fair enough. Then yeah, absolutely, there would definitely be reality-bending shit. First things first. And this will probably answer some questions. Strength. Like, Jesus, you feel like the strongest motherfucker. Like, you could lift up an entire fucking building with ease and just use it as a goddamn weapon against any of your foes. Like, it's that confidence. You just feel like you, like, it for that strength. And it's not just, like, in terms of arms and stuff. It's, sure, arm strength, physical strength of the body, but it's also mostly with your teeth. You feel like you could just chomp into anything.
Durability.
Yes, durability. Not only that, but there's definitely going to be, like, some weird situations, like, you just feel like, oh, up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left, that sort of shit, which I'm tying in with the fucking pole rolling up the goddamn hill. So there is that. Some of that admittedly will also apply to the poisons and venoms that, you know, are felt within as well. But, you know, like I said, that there are some effects that are going to be unfamiliar in that regard. The other thing will probably also be with the flow of the water itself. Because, although, yes, for the most part, it is going in one direction, there are going to be ripples and waves that, for some reason, they're crashing it and going in the opposite direction. Or in all kinds of different directions. And yet the stream still goes to the same place. Regardless.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, summarizing, Fable is extremely hungry, can eat anything, is now extremely strong, extremely durable. Any physical stuff?
Like physical effects? Like in terms of physical strength?
When I say
or,
change
like,
reality, I mean, if Lithalia basically let their mana flow around them, plants would begin to grow. People would become more inclined towards plants. Hell, you would probably see, like, flowers or other growth begin to appear on them.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. Like, it changes reality around them.
Okay, I didn't realize it could also do that. That's cool. If that's the case, definitely sharp features. You're gonna get fins. You're gonna get sharp teeth. Like, your teeth are going to be really fucking sharp for a bit. Scales, fins. However, the thing is the teeth are definitely sharp. Yet it doesn't feel like it really fully fits in the mouth. They feel like they're just a bit too big. It's a bit too uncomfortable. So it's going to, like, it doesn't feel right. The scales, rather than them being either, say, all over your body or in certain parts of the body that you would expect from normal beastkin, they are just randomly scattered, and they feel a bit itchy, a bit off. You will also get a few spikes yourself, but they are scattered in completely random areas. It's just kind of a mess. And those spikes will probably also literally be seeping with poison and whatnot, rather than an injection thing. It's just covered in it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fucking acid reflex is kicking my ass today. You'll probably...
I know I'm going for a bite of. Let me just get ready to lunge.
Yeah. There'll also be things such as bioluminescence. Some of your scales, as well as some streaks of hair, will start glowing, and there will probably be a bit of purple and not purple, pink and blue specks in your eyes. So yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. I think that's everything that I got for that.
Yep. Her pupils are gonna be blown wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Fable?
And they're gonna bite.
Alright! I'm going to pull you off.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab this fucking blanket. I'm just gonna shove it in your mouth. Oh, bit rather hard. Though... You're acting like me when I'm having an episode. Wait. You have some of my features. Is this normal? Is this supposed to happen? Oh god. You probably can't answer. You're in a frenzy. You're in a fucking frenzy, aren't you? Oh, okay.
They're gonna tear through the blanket.
Yep, as you do that, I'm just gonna grab the pillow. Like, literally, like, the moment I see that she's just about to finish with one item, I'm just gonna grab another item and just... Alright.
Home?
Let's see if I can try to...
It's Fable. Fable eats a lot.
Yeah. Hold on. Grab. Light. I have the light next to me in case if you finish with this. Okay. How do I... I'm gonna assume I put something into you. I need to get it out. Okay. Okay, let me see how to do this. I'm gonna assume light. Alright, hold on, let me just grab some items real quick. I have to start grabbing these fucking items. Oh god, what the fuck?
Your hips.
What's happening? There you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna put my pile of shit here, just to keep feeding you. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can get this out of you. I'm just gonna have to hold your hands, and let's see if I can figure this shit out. Bad. Flick. Bad. Eat the light.
See those big fucking sharp teeth. Crunch.
Oh, okay. Wow. You got sharp teeth, and admittedly, they look like they're like ready to bulge out. They don't look like they're fitting in there. Okay. Also, another blanket.
Every time you do that, just get fucking shoved back into the blanket.
That's the point. Stay down. All right, hold on. I'm hoping I'm hoping I can... Alright, let's see if I can try to get this shit out of you. Hold on a moment. Okay.
I'm gonna imagine because you're on her legs, a couple of the spikes might jam into you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's my fucking shit. I don't think it's gonna affect me much. I got this. Listen,
it probably hurts.
Yeah, I can deal with that. That's fine. I can deal with pain. Right. And what he's going to do, he's basically going to focus on consumption, and he's going to basically try to focus on sucking out any of, like, the mana that he fucking gave and see if it helps calm you down.
While you're doing that, she finishes with the blanket.
The tongue is going to grab a pillow.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Oh shit, you're gonna pull the pillow out for a moment.
I feel really hungry.
Yeah, now you know how I feel. All the time.
Wow, this is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, and it only gets worse. Why do you think I lost my shit when I saw you that one time? When you came to see
usually,
me.
I put a lot of plants in my mouth. I don't usually put non-edible objects, but fuck it, sure.
Yeah, when I assumed it would work because if it's about, if it's my whole thing, I will literally eat anything. I'm just hoping you don't get sick later.
I'll be fine, I'll just throw it up again.
Just not in my mouth.
For your sake, stop taking your hands off.
Sorry.
Because you were looking really tasty.
And there's my cue. The tongue will put the pillow back in your mouth. And he's gonna go back to basically trying to get that mana back. Oh shit! Okay. Hold on. Lift the pillow with the tongue.
Nishi's not gonna like this if he comes walking in while we're like this. Just so you know.
Yeah. Yes, I'm aware. But I mean, what am I supposed to do? Just let you eat me?
You're acting really gay right now. Anyway.
Get back up, and shove the pillow back in your face. Stay down. All right, I can do this. I gotta get it out. All right. And he's gonna go back to focusing while shoving that pillow down your fucking throat.
Insert gagging noises here.
Yay!
Yay! Anyway, yeah. You pull the energy. You'll see some of the changes revert back, especially because it's a nymph. That means they're a lot more flexible in their form. Some might take a little bit while, so the teeth will shrink down but still be rather sharp. You see that spikes disappeared, and for the most part the scales disappeared. You might see one or two, there might still be a couple here and there, but they're like skin tone and they're slowly fading. For hair-wise, not glowing streaks, but you do see faint shades of pink and blue where they were. So, it'll probably just take a bit more time. Also, the pupils are going to go back to the way they were. But yeah, she's still hunky, but not enough to attack.
Okay, cool. Once he does see all the changes, especially the eyes, he will slowly pull the pillow out of your face. Are you okay?
That's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. Payback, I guess.
I guess so. For what?
For biting my shoulder. Now you're missing a nip.
I am missing a nip. How could you? That was Nishi's favorite nip, too.
Oh, that's a damn shame. Don't worry, I'll heal it for you, Pookie. Although
Thank you, Pookie.
Still really hungry.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I have food in my trailer.
That's good. He's gonna let go. Come on. Actually, he's gonna help you up a little. Because I did shut you down. There we go.
Oh, my nails are still slightly sharper.
By the way, I forgot. He definitely has sharp nails. I just don't have. I haven't found the assets. I forgot about it. Yeah, my bad.
I could. If you want like Asper's nails, I could probably send those to you. You'll just have to fit them to the base.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, they're the cat-like claw ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remind me to do that tomorrow when I get off work because, yeah, I have work when I get off. But yeah, where was I? Fucking remember. It was somewhere. Yeah, remind me tomorrow. I know you have date night tomorrow, but remind me tomorrow.
Well, and you were checking out your features because you mentioned having longer nails and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just, Alright. Oh well, he'll fade with time.
I would hope so. I would assume so. Wasn't expecting all that.
Well, keep in mind, you're Eldritch, and if you're pulling on your domain, no wonder.
I guess that makes sense. And now we know what happens when it goes full force.
So definitely something along the lines of famine and beasts. Wonder if it has to do with other beasts as well, and not just like aquatic spiky shit. Something to figure out later.
That'd be a good idea.
Which reminds me, I think you'll enjoy the Happy Hunting Grounds, or the Beastlands. Feel like that'd be right at home for you.
That does sound like it'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Okay, two things. First off, summer's coming. We need to get you a swimsuit. Look at
Yes.
Look hot.
I was gonna say, you look amazing in that, by the way.
Thank you.
Of course.
We need to get you a swimsuit, same with Nishi, especially because summer is one of the most lustful times here. Second off, letting you know. First off, God's Walk events, man. That's something you should keep in mind. Second thing, currently there's some stuff going on with, the gods I just mentioned. The whole thing with, Cupid and all that kind of shit. As Stroma's eyes were pink. Okay, so basically someone's going around with Cupid's bow and shooting people. Don't worry, apparently it's not going to last too long. It's expected to end by, end of February. This shit happens all the fucking time.
So just expect weird shit at the constant. Got it.
Expect there always to be something going on. And if there isn't something going on, there is. You just aren't a part of it yet.
Duly noted.
Oh. Speaking of, I was actually driving around, seeing if eventually I could come across you two, so it's actually worked well in my favor. But currently I was thinking of possibly going on a little road trip with you and Nishi, since you guys really haven't been out long, and, well, there's a lot of different places to see.
I think that'd be really nice. Thank you, Fable. And,
Of course, you two are free to stay with me.
Pick up. He's going to hug. Obviously, he's going to try to be careful with these spikes. But, yeah, he's just gonna
she
hug.
doesn't care.
He does! For right now.
Well, these kind of spikes are more like fur-likes. These are bendable. These ones are not.
Yeah.
But yeah, she don't care.
Thank you, Fable. For everything.
Of course.
You really are one of our best friends, you know that?
Damn straight, Bestie.
Damn straight, Bestie.
Alright, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking sizes.
Oh shit, are we gonna have
Like
to
I
find
said.
a home?
Adam!
Oh. Then would you want us to You wouldn't mind? Thank you.
Stupid question.
I suppose so. Next stupid question.
Right. Let me just grab a couple of shit in here and grab some of my food.
Yeah,
we
of
can
course.
Just hang out until Nishi shows up.
Oh god, I really am too tall for this. Holy shit.
Don't worry, he should fit in the chair.
Oh fuck. Ah! Ceases to exist. There it goes. Gonna sit in the goddamn chair.
See, it actually fits your size.
It's perfect. This will be my new claimed spot then, I guess.
That her up there.
That is also true. It definitely looked like there were some things up there.
Of course. Let's see.
So how are we going to? So should we explain to Nishi about you know how I had to straddle you down? You know.
We could probably miss the straddling part, but you should probably mention, you know, that whole share the ability. Probably make him feel less guilty about what happened.
You do have a good point. Yeah, I'll tell him that.
Might seem a lot less emotional now, especially with the whole becoming more statue-like, but from personal experience and being around him, I think that this is probably one of the most emotional I've seen them, actually. Just don't think you guys know how to properly process their emotions anymore. Especially since they were, if I turn on the sink, such a new thing to them in the first place.
Yeah.
Plus, probably want to get a look at that, you know, the whole laughing fit stuff.
Oh, absolutely. It's something that's always worried me with the laughing fits. I know now it has to do with what we've become, but it's something we can actually work on. Especially now that we're not, you know, consumed with grief and anger and other things.
Of course. Great. I'll get shit set up while we wait.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Nah, you just chill. I got this.
If you're sure. Honestly, now that I'm winding down, I'm honestly feeling tired myself. When was the last time I got to rest?